Thank you, Anne, for such a lovely thing you said. Um, okay, so maybe I will sing two, even three, but just a little bit parts. The other day I remembered this song because I used to sing in the choir in primary school and secondary school, and then didn't sing for a very long time. And then last year in September, I joined the city choir and started singing. But then in March, we just stopped having rehearsals, and then that's it. So, but I wanted to go back and sing, again. Yes, I remember the song we sang there. In this city choir where I was singing last year. I think it's Belarus song, but there's no one here from this country, yeah. But I think maybe people from Ukraine maybe also know it, but they are not. Are there anyone from Ukraine tonight? No? Okay. It's a lovely song. Just one verse from it, and then I'll go to another one. So it goes like this. Купаленька, темная ночка, темная ночка, где ж твоя дочка? Темная ночка, где ж твоя дочка? Моя дочка у садочку ружу, ружу колет, ружу, ружу полит, белые ручки колет. And it goes like that. So I really like it. Beautiful melody. Another one is I thought Bev would be here because I would like to hear more about this song. I don't know, I
I
would
think
like to know.
I think she's doing Thanksgiving with her family.
Yes. So it's another one we sang. It goes like this. As I went down to the river to pray, studying about the good old ways, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, sisters, let's go down, come on down. Oh, sisters, let's go down to the river to pray. I love it. Yes, Pauline sings it and Anne as well. And another one, I know this is the one that that you're preparing for the final evening, but I'm just going to give it a try. And this is the version, actually. I can tell you about it later. Um, um, should all acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should all acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? I don't know lyrics, further on. But this is the kind of little bit different melody than the one that we used to. And actually, I heard it in Sex and the City movie. It was, yes, sang by Pauline. You can tell us because I don't remember.
Barty Campbell?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah. So I really like that version, and that's it. And then just one more thing, and it's a short poem from one of I already mentioned, and I read the Zebra Song by Shel Silverstein, and or Silverstein, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. This is one for our because soon it will be over. There are no happy endings. The endings are the saddest part. So just give me a happy middle and a very happy start. Okay, that's from me.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, yeah. You sing beautifully, and it's almost the ultimate kind of tease, isn't it? You sing one verse and I'm like, yeah, and then you stop. So so we need more verses. um Frank's just said, which is it's true, Down to the River is in the Oh Brother Where Art Thou movie. If you've not seen that movie, I guess everybody has. No, you are in for a treat. Oh Brother Where Art Thou. Can you put it in the for
Please.
everybody, Frank, because you just wrote it to me privately. And it's a film that is it's like a modern day version of Homer. So it goes through the Odyssey, and it has all the characters of the Odyssey, but in like a modern day. It's quite a wacky film, but it's got the best soundtrack of all films of all time, and you will love every single song in that film. It's a beautiful film. Um, yeah, strongly recommended. When
Okay.
you have some time, take some time to watch it because it's a very long movie. And lots of
How
stuff.
long?
But it's great. It's great, 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 great. I would love to know if uh, where is she? I think she's just. Oh, there we go. Natasha, all the way over there. Would you like to sing or share something with us? Thank you so much, Branka. Thank you so much.
Now, winter, Christmas, every we go in very easy.
Natasha, we can't hear you. Natasha, can you wriggle your contacts? See if it maybe gets better. There's bad connection. We can't hear you very well at all. Try again.
Don't
Yeah, that's better.
be on Christmas holiday from house that got uh, don't let you this boy. Paris so was slow boy. One was yeah, Merry Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah, great, beautiful singing, and thank you for your who was singing with you? Who was singing? Who is singing with you?
My
Beautiful, really gorgeous. Thank you so, so much. The sound was not perfect, but we could hear you singing, both of you. It's lovely. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Thank you. Um, yeah, the sound is really not good, but I think there's very little we can do about that at the moment. It's just one of those, we try our best, but I could hear you both singing and it sounded lovely. Thank you so much. I'm looking around the room, and Rakesh, you haven't read or said or sung anything. I think if you want, it's your go.
Um, I normally give my words to other people because
Hmm.
they can recite them much better than I can. I'm looking at Branka and Pauline and you, Anne. But if you want me to read something, okay,
Yeah.
I think I've found something which might be appropriate. Are all of you sitting at home? Yeah, what is home? And I wrote this, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. It's called Home, Smelly Home. Because I like to do things the other way around. You know, it's not home, sweet home, just to be different. Ditto, those of you who know me, I like to ditto, do things the other way. So this one is called Home, Smelly Home. Home is not a place. It's a smell that lingers. It's a smell that lingers dormant in the depths of memory. Your nose is a better historian than other senses that often betray us. Houses fall down, crumble, are blown up or washed away. People you once knew, even loved, change, forget, move on, or perish. Only your animal nose remembers. Only your nose knows that home is where the smell is familiar.
Yeah, so
Thank
true.
you.
So true as well.
Okay.
Thank you, Rakesh.
I'll put it in chat if anybody is interested.
Yeah. Yeah, and put it in the cafe as well, please. It's gorgeous. Thank you so much. Beautiful. And I don't know why you don't want to read things because you do it beautifully. I love listening to you.
Because I found people who can sing my words better than I can recite them.
Mm,
And
you're
Pauline is
very spoiled
blushing, I
with
think.
Pauline. Yeah, you're a bit spoiled with Pauline. I know. Yeah, good. It's great. Anna Maria, it's your turn, I think.
Yes, and I would like to take you to Fairyland, if you would like to do that,
Yeah.
to a land of legends. And I'm not talking about Count Dracula because I'm not into that stuff, but I do have something that I would like to show you, and then a short video. I don't know, can you? No, you can't. Maybe. It's a book called Székelyföldi Legendarium. Okay, maybe Mark, I could send it to your son.
Do that.
Having
Do that. Do that. Yes.
lots of legends and mysteries from our region, and there is the first one. I mean, first they wrote the book about the legends, and they did a map, and then they did some cartoons, and that was basically the first thing. I mean, here in the Hungarian region, and they also dubbed it in English. And I would like to just show you the trailer of the first one, which is called The Magic Stone. And well, it's a short one, but you could hear it in English. Well, I have to say that the first one was not really professional. I mean, they have improved a lot since then, but enjoy the show.
Once upon a time, somewhere in a corner of the sky, somewhere in the Carpathian Bend, in the realm of Transylvania, there had lived, and still live, the Secklers. Here, even before the legend of Count Dracula, the skies were once ruled by dragons. Mountains were carved by giants. Fairies filled fountains with clean water.
Wow, your castle's nearly finished, Firtosh.
You're right, Zete. Just a few pieces of slate,
and a few stones to be put in place, and then I can start to furnish it.
Is it really going to stand until the end of time?
Unless the stone crumbles, the humans will stay here too. I have to go back to work now, because we have to finish by sunset.
Hello, sister! Bertosz! You seem to think that you alone are the mistress of this land. You decided to build a castle without discussing it with me, and you are doing it with these humans?
The whole stone rolled down the hill all the way to the village of Korond, where it still remains to this very day.
So Tartod built this castle just like the one in Uncle Moses' story?
I'm not familiar.
Oh, you know, the one about the secular bricklayers who built a wall so badly that by the time they'd finished, all they had was a pavement.
The good fairy Firtosh is still there, somewhere. Even if we can't see her or we do not recognize her, she's still looking after us until the end of time. In the evenings, gathered around the fire, the settlers of Transylvania still tell their children tales of fairies, giants, stone-hurtling devils, colossal dragons, and the heroic acts of their ancestors. To this day, grandchildren are rocked to sleep with legends that, unlikely as they may seem, are true stories. It all happened once upon a time, and true it was.
Sorry, that was basically not the whole story, just a trailer of the story. And the people who did the dubbing, I think, are from London, from Her Majesty's Theatre. And there's just one more thing I would like to show you about that.
One of the things about fairy tales, one of the things about legends, you've generally heard all of them. Everyone knows about Zeus, everyone knows about Robin Hood. These Zeklerland stories are not as well known. And if there's one universal truth, is that there is always an audience for stories that have not been heard before.
He's the main sort of protagonist. His grandfather is the one who sort of tells him all the stories, and he is discovering them and hopefully trying to save them from being wiped out and forgotten.
She's a very brave girl, and I think that she has a little sassy quality to her as well. She's the cautious side of Zete.
Eddig meghúztuk, de most evezők nélkül mi lesz?
It's the fable tree, or is that excellent now they won't be able to escape the horseshoe as well?
Legends have tortured me my whole life, but now it's time to take care of them. The horseshoe has reappeared, and I must have it.
They didn't just call us to mass, they also rang to signal that the enemy was approaching. The bells even rang as a warning that bad weather, such as a terrible hailstorm, was on its way. The grandfather figure in the Legendarium Stories is the chap who knows all the stories. He was taught them by the Knight Samana, who's the guardian of the legends.
Keresték ezt a patkót mindenfele, nem csak az emberek, de még maga az ördög is. Talán már ittes jár a kert alatt.
What is there to say about Devil? He takes the form in this instance of more like a trickster kind of character, more like a mischievous imp. He's the antagonist of the series. This is complicated. There's a lot of work that's been gone into this.
I was bewitched. They're just so beautiful, really, really beautiful animations.
Great animation, and really excited to be part of the team.
This is my third time in Budapest. I love Eastern Europe, so for me it just feels like being in a second home.
Hello, I am Chris Wills and I am the English voice of Zete.
I'm Alison and I'm the English voice of Rika.
My name is Martin Ball, and I'm the English version of the grandfather in the Legendarium Stories.
Hello there, my name is David Pitt, and I'm the voice of the devil!
Megszerezzük a patkót! Nem!
Okay, so this is something that as Transylvanians we are proud of because it has been a recent project that they are doing and it's really popular with kids and also adults. And now they are starting to dub the series in Romanian also. So I think the English is just about to happen. I think they only have 1 or 2 ready and then they will continue.
It's super. So, is there a way we can see this?
Well, I was trying to find it, but I will have to ask one of my acquaintances who is in charge. So if he could send me the English version.
That'd be amazing.
I mean, the Hungarian ones are online, but maybe Mark and Ronan, you could watch it.
Great. Send me a link to it, yeah, and then
yeah.
Look at it,
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you. Ilona, Pauline, Mark. Mark doesn't look like he wants to sing, maybe? Am I thinking?
I'm happy to listen.
You're happy to listen.
Mm-hmm.
I think Pauline's always happy to sing. I think. Am I right, Pauline? Yeah. I would love to hear you again. That's great.
Like in the song earlier, I was brought up just always to have a piece ready.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sure you're the same. Oh, there's always a song somewhere. Yeah, I can do a song. I think I'll do. It's a very new song, but it's about a story. So it's kind. Yeah, so it, in a way follows on from that those lovely stories. So yeah, this is a song we just wrote about 2 days ago, I think. But yeah, it's about a story and about a legend, and yeah, it's called Midnight Tryst. I wasn't even sure how to pronounce it, but does everybody know what that is? It's Tryst, kind of a meeting. Yeah, Tryst. Thank you. That's what it's about. I'll just play it. Okay. I'll move a bit closer, actually. That's okay. "'Tis on the stroke of midnight, the stars are shining bright. The air is still, so very still, the moon unveils its light. She moves through the garden, the jasmine flowers sway. 'Tis on the stroke of midnight that she begins her day. La 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 la. The endless cycle carries on, their fate keeps them apart. 'Tis only when the moon is full that she can share her heart. Her cursed life condemns her, she cries to gods above. Oh, woe betide my painful plight that keeps me from my love. La 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 She hears his soft music, suspense is in the air. And from the still darkness he answers her prayers. Their eyes meet in pain, the absence is too long. But though their tryst is all too brief, their love forever strong. La 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 la. They grasp onto each other and let their love unfold. Like all long-lost lovers in ancient stories told, such fleeting moments pass, their embraces are too short. With daylight he must fade away, and she return to court. With daylight he must fade away, and she return to court. La 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 la. 'Tis on the stroke of midnight, the stars are shining bright. The air is still, so very still, the moon unveils its light. She moves through the garden, the jasmine flowers sway. 'Tis on the stroke of midnight that she begins her day. La 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 la.
Yay! As we can see, Mark is ready for bed, and he has been.
I had about 2 hours sleep last night, 2 hours sleep the night before.
You've been.
And I think that's absolutely great. Lovely music to make us all fall asleep. It's beautiful. Yeah. So I think this is the best how to say praise that you can be given, that somebody falls asleep with no worries, and that's brilliant. So yeah, Mark, no apologies needed. Yeah.
The best compliment you can pay. This very ancient song was written or finished on Thursday night, and actually it was written through emails. We started with one line, and we just kept bouncing emails to each other, and yeah. So it's the result of emailing each other, saying, no, that line is no good. Write another version. So anyway, thank you, Pauline, for singing that so beautifully.
That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing.
Ilona, did you want to share something before you?
Yeah, and just send me a message. This is really hard after Pauline's performance. Touchy-feely moments that we have, but as I said at the beginning, maybe I could, because I thought like we wrote the poems, but what Rakesh says is very important. Very often it's about how you perform it. And I thought like, yeah, but I know how that poem might be read out loud because we did it, we learned it at school. Or any poem, you might think about it when you write your own, you might think about it. So I thought what I could do is that I would share the English version that was translated. I found 2 translations, and one of those was written by a guy who spends most of his time translating poems of very famous Czech authors. And you can decide to read it on your own, with your own rhythm, your own voice. And then I'll give you the Czech version, and then you can try to read it again, or along with me, maybe in the English version, and we can see the difference if you want to. So what I'll do is I'll copy in the chat box the English version. And then, of course, if somebody wants to read it out loud in the English version, I'll be grateful for that. So what I'm going to do is to put it in chat, and I'll give you time to read it or write it.
Ah. Hola, ¿qué tal?
Muy bien.
¿Te gustó?
Bueno.
Para agradecerte. Thank you, Jeremy.
Just give me a signal when you're there, in English or in Spanish. Okay, can I give the Czech version? And it's up to you if you follow in English and try to read it or just listen to me. I have never tried this in my life, to do it in public, so we'll see what happens. The author is Jaroslav Vrchlický, and I think I shared some information about him in the cafe as well. But a very, very important person in the literature for Czech students, I would say. And then I can speak about the text a little bit. Za trochu lásky šel bych světa kraj. Šel s hlavou odkrytou a šel bych bosý. Šel v lednu, ale v duši věčný máj. Šel vichřicí, však slyšel zpívat kosy. Šel pouští a měl v srdci perly rosy. Za trochu lásky šel bych světa kraj, jak ten, kdo zpívá u dveří a prosí. That's it.
I know that's it. I'm just kind of savoring it. It's beautiful. And I could follow it surprisingly
Then you
well.
can think about it, how that would sound in English, because I think we chatted with somebody about it in the cafe as well, and with Rakesh's session when we spoke about poems and things like that. It's the way you preserve it and you understand it as the author, then the readers, then the translations are different, and when you understand what's behind it, you kind of feel it. So to me, this poem was in a way connected with the song. There was the pursuit of happiness, and this is like, I would be grateful for just tiny little bit of love.
Yeah.
And I think that I'm happy and joyful and grateful for this month's experience, and I think that partially love is all of this as well. Somehow it's there.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for a lovely experience. And I stopped falling sleepy, so maybe I'll stay a little bit longer. Thank you for that as well. And welcome back, Jeremy. Yeah, we managed.
Hello, you're still here.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Muy bien, gracias. Sí, yo fui it's not San Salvador de Jujuy, it's San Pedro de Jujuy, and they were having a happy hour, and it was on Instagram Live, so I had to go from this to the phone, but and a very nice woman called Marcella interviewed. So we just talked. That's what she wanted me to do, and she said just now she rang to say thank you, and she said we have people from everywhere. She said we even had someone from Belgium. She said. So I thought of you. But there we are.
There's only 2 Belgians, so I know exactly who it is. Only joke. People do that sometimes.
Oh, you're from Belgium. You must know.
You must know so and so. Yeah.
That's right.
So just to put you in the picture, Pauline sang a fantastically beautiful, beautiful song with her harp just then, and then Ilona read a very, very beautiful poem about what we all do to find true love and how precious and rare it is. And the translation is in the chat.
I'm so sorry I missed the whole hour of fantastic things.
We've had lots of adventures, and so I'm kind of thinking where to take it, and I need you to wave at me if you want to still sing or perform in any way, because I can see the group's kind of getting a bit smaller, it's getting late, and so I want you to know that I want to listen to you, and I think everybody would really enjoy it, but I don't want to put anybody under pressure either. I would say we'll listen to a song from Jeremy, and then maybe I'll sing a last one to close the evening. Would that be a good idea? Would that be good? Okay. Over to you.
I feel really naughty just coming in and then singing again.
No,
and
as long as you don't,
but
because we're sort of in a quiet sort of slumbery mood now, so just take that into account.
Well, this is a sad song, but in a music session that both you and Pauline and Rakesh know very well recently. I'm losing track of time. It might have been last night, actually. A lovely teacher from, sorry, she's not a teacher. What am I talking about? A lovely woman from near Zurich in Switzerland sang. She's a beautiful singer, lovely, lovely singer. And she sang a song by someone called Bert Jansch, who was the guitarist who first turned me on age 20 to what guitar singing and could be like, you know, because he was such, and then another of the people who were there kind of mentioned a song, and I said, well, I don't want to sing that song because the original was so good. I don't want to, and he kind of challenged me, so I learnt that song today, but it's actually not the song I'm going to sing you, because there's another Bert Jansch song, very simple little thing, which is just, and it's about true love. So I thought it would be a good follow-up. Or maybe it isn't about true love, but it's certainly it's called, it's just, so I only learned this afternoon, so wish me luck. Oh, please understand, my love, what I say. I am lonely, I am lost, and though I am a young man, my body does decay like a wooden crowd on a sandy bay. Come bring to me a basket filled up to the brim with colored shells, that I might choose but one. I am lonely, I am lost. Oh, please understand, my love, what I say. I am lonely, I am lost. And though I am a young man, my body does decay like a wooden crab on a sandy bay. Oh, 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 please understand, my love, what I say. I am lonely, I am lost. And though I am a young man, my body does decay like a wooden crab on a sandy bay. Come bring to me a basket filled up to the brim with colored shells, that I may choose but one. I am lonely, I am lost. I am lonely, I am lost. I am lonely.
Oh, beautiful, very beautiful. I've not heard you
Yeah,
sing before.
well, it's a very not a very well-known song of his, and I've never sung it in my life before. But it's rather sort of maudlin and stuff. But I just think it's beautiful, and I agree completely with David. It does. It is a bit Nick Drakey, really. Yeah.
It's lovely.
There we
It's beautiful. I'm thinking I possibly want to, but you know, I've been so busy either teaching or on this program, so I have not really rehearsed this. So I'm just hoping that I can still do it. Wake up in the morning, sunlight in your hair, gone without a warning. Were you even there? I think my heart is breaking. I'm aching for a kiss. I wonder, were you faking iridescent bliss? Oh, butterfly, flutter by. Oh, butterflies are, oh, butterfly, flutter by. Basking in the sunlight, spread your lovely wings, trigger inner chaos, pulling at my strings, dancing in your colors, a gypsy, a slip jig through the air. Oh, I wish that I could follow, but I'm here and you are there. Oh, butterfly, flutter by. Oh, butterfly, flutter by. I wake up in the morning, lying next to you, gone without a warning, somewhere in the blue. Flutter by.
Beautiful.
You're right, Jeremy. There is something about presenting and playing at the same time. Oh,
It's kind of freaky, isn't it?
so much harder.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I
Yeah.
guess you can't really mentally prepare for what you're going to do.
It's because you're in a different space, aren't you? You're in a sort of different space.
Yeah.
And then when you finish, like now, there was a time yesterday evening in the folk thing I organised when I finished a song, and I sort of, and you kind of look at the screen, you go, what do I do next?
Yeah. Oh, it really is quite extraordinary as a feeling, and I make so many mistakes. I'm really sorry about that.
It's a lovely song, I know it very well, and it's a good song. I know that you're about to say some things, but I just wanted to say something because in a minute you're going to wind this up, and
Well, Jeremy, why don't you do us the honor of winding this up? I think that's a good choice.
I know what I'll do if you want me to. But before I do that, I just wanted to say that what seems like weeks and weeks and weeks ago, in chatting with Mark and Rakesh and someone else, and Mark started talking about what he might do, given the weird situation we're all living in. Talking about the maybe the chance of different, and then it gradually morphed, and he had been along to see what we were doing in our music world and stuff as well, and then it gradually sort of morphed into what this said. I haven't been to as much of it as I would like, but I've been reading all the stuff and following the stuff, and I think it's an extraordinary thing that's being created by everyone who's come along to the hop on and hop off thing. The teachers, the organizer, Mr. Andrews, the people who run sessions like Anne, and just the people who make up this whole community. And I think it's and I would love to have said this to more people, but I think it's quite exceptional and quite extraordinary, and it's a memory that ain't going to fade for anyone who is involved, I think, and who knows what it means for the future. But Mark, I just want to say on a personal level, I think you've done the most amazing thing, and your energy is indefatigable, and
he never
he never falls asleep. But as you were saying the other day, and I reckon he's going to sleep for a month now to replace the month he hasn't slept.
Hibernation.
Except knowing Mark, he probably won't.
I won't.
So this is a song to finish with, because it's a fading away. This is a song which has been used in 2 or 3 shows I've been to, an old English Well, funny enough, it's an old English religious hymn, except it's not religious at all, and it comes from Scotland. And Pauline and Anna have heard me sing it before. And you'll sort of pick it up. It's got a goes, and so there are verses in it
Jeremy, have you got other devices
about.
Jeremy, can you switch off your phone because your internet's breaking up? And I think you've got more than one thing going. Jeremy.
And there are verses in it about the countryside and life, and that's taken from the version of it that was sung at the end of a show. Yeah. I was wondering whether it would be sensible for is it too late to do that? Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
You can't. You can't hear me.
Up. Jeremy, you've been breaking up.
Okay.
That's better. Jeremy, I think you've got more than one device on.
No, it's not that. It's just dear, Cambridge is so full of people using the internet. Can you hear me okay now or not?
Yeah, this is much better.
Okay. Let's just try this. I'll do this quickly. Fading away like the stars in the morning, losing our light in the glorious sun. Thus shall we pass from this earth and its glory, only remembered for what we have done. Only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what we have done. Thus shall we pass from this earth and its glory, only remembered for what we have done. Only the truth that in life we have spoken, only the seeds that in life we have sown, these shall pass onwards when we are forgotten, only remembered for what we have done. Only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what we have done. These shall pass onwards when we are forgotten, only remembered for what we have done. Horses and men, plowshares and traces, the lines in the earth and the paths of the sun. Season by season we mark nature's graces, only remembered for what we have done. Only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what we have done. Season by season we mark nature's graces, only remembered for what we have done. Who'll sing the anthems and who'll tell the story? Will the line hold or will it scatter and run? Shall we at last be united in glory, only remembered for what we have done. Only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what we have done. Shall we at last be united in glory? Only remembered for what we have done. Only remembered for what we have done.
Cheers.
Bravo. Okay, so time, I think, for the fire to
I can get a bit smaller.
get smaller.
It's a bit sticky.
Oh, David, you do such a good job. Thank you very much for the fire as well.
The fire god is going to sleep.
And so is everybody else.
Mark's pretty much there.
Okay, somebody wants to stamp on that fire? Oh, just stamped on it. There you go.
What a lovely evening, Anne. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Right. Is someone going to sign us out or what?
Yeah. So night, night, everybody.
Bye, bye, Mark.
Thank you for everything.
Sleep well. Thank you, Anne, for a lovely
care.
evening.
Oh, yeah. Go on, pull the plug, Mark. Otherwise, we'll be here all night.
Yeah. Right. 3, 2, 1. Bye.